Hello, my beautiful souls. How are you doing? So, today we're going to do a reading. We're just going to see what is coming through. What are the mystical, magical, shifting, transformative messages coming through for everyone today? Let's open our hearts to whatever's coming through. And yeah, let's see, okay? Let's see what beautiful messages are coming through. I'm using the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. And welcome to everybody who's here and listening. Thank you for being here. So let's see what divine messages are coming through today, okay? All right, all right. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to shuffle this deck nicely so that we can get all these beautiful messages. All right, okay, let's see. What does the divine want to share today with all of us beautiful souls? Show me for this collective. Show me for this collective. I'm just going to pick them. I'm just going to shuffle and let's see, okay? I'm going to pick a card. Oh my gosh, that is unbelievable. Okay, these while I was shuffling, this card showed up. It says to be fair. And I put it back because I wasn't quite ready, for the reading. And I wanted to shuffle a bit more. And it has come through again. To be fair. Interesting. What an interesting message. I resisted it myself in a weird way. I resisted this message. I don't know why, but like as soon as I saw it, I was like, no. What's to be fair? I don't want to, that's boring. I don't want to look at that. But it is clearly a message coming through. One, to ask yourself, I'm getting it clearly. Are you being fair? Are you being fair to people in your life? Are you being fair? And I'm getting it clearly about, internally. Are you being fair to people in your life? That is what I'm getting from this card. Let's see what else shows up, okay? To be fair. Be fair. Ask yourself, are you being fair? Okay? Let's see what else. Mending. Mending. I can't tell you how many times this card has come out today as I've done readings in different places. It's asking you to be fair. Be fair in the way you're dealing with people in your life. And it's showing that is how you will mend your relationships. That is how you will build that bridge to each other, and not away from each other, but to each other. So I am seeing there's something here. One, either you need to be fair, okay, towards other people in your life. That's what I'm getting very strongly, because we become so stuck in our opinions and in our stubbornness, and we're like, I'm right, you're wrong. And we're always defending ourselves. Do you know what I mean? We're always like, I'm fair, I'm fine, I'm good. But please really examine yourself. Where are you damaging your relationships? Where are you responsible for damaging your relationships? And that is a very difficult question. I think that's why I resisted it, because I was like, I don't want to do any work today. I just want good messages that make me feel happy, that like inspire me. I don't want to hear about doing work. I don't want to hear about doing work, but it's clearly asking you to do some work there, okay? Time to go, it says. Time to go. I'm also getting here, there are certain relationships or certain places where you are not being fair to yourself or the other person by staying there. You are not being fair to them by staying there. So it is about readying yourself to get out of a place where you no longer belong. To be fair to yourself and the other person, okay? Wow, this is a very intense message. Sometimes we don't want to hear messages like that, but it's coming through. There's the yang energy, the masculine energy. Okay, let's see what else. Peace. Interesting, interesting. I feel like whatever the masculine is in you, regardless of your gender or whatever the masculine qualities you have in you, use them as a force of peace in your life. Not as a force of destruction or like overpowering other people, but as a force of peace. Create peace with your masculine side. And this is not emasculating, all right? This is, the more you can be a peaceful masculine, whatever those qualities are inside of you, the more peaceful and beautiful your environment will be. Okay. And what I'm getting here is that you know, some of you, just out of protection, trying to protect yourself, may have acquired these aggressive, I'm not trying to say masculinity is aggressive. I'm just saying, you know, in terms of how we acquire certain traits to protect ourselves, okay? And either you're a masculine who feels like, who doesn't know how to be soft and doesn't know how to create peace in their lives, or you're a feminine energy or whatever gender, non-gender, whatever. But, you know, I'm sorry, it's tough to remember everything, but basically if you're a human being, okay, and you have these qualities which are hurting you now, and they've gone in overdrive, and in protecting yourself you've forgotten the feminine in you, and this goes for every human being, okay, because we have all those qualities within us. It is asking you, are you creating peace in your relationships and in your life? Are you creating peace in your relationships and in your life? Or are you running them over? Hello, beautiful. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Welcome, my darlings. Who have we got here? Vanessa, how are you? How's your baby doing? You're facing so many problems at the same time, and you feel surrounded by some people that don't respect and or appreciate you. Well, listen to this reading that's coming through, my lovely. These are the messages coming through for everybody, okay? And we are not doing specific questions here. We are just receiving from the divine. The divine wants to speak to you today, and listen for those messages coming through for you from the divine, okay, my darlings? So let us see what else is coming through. Let us see what else is coming through. All right, all my love. How's your doggy? How's your doggy? Okie dokie. So let's see what else is coming through. So yeah, don't let that, you know, overdrive of protection run your relationships down. Do not destroy yourself and others in your relationships because you're trying to protect yourself so hard that instead of, you know, there's a difference between protection and destruction. Sometimes the very tools, very things we've acquired throughout our lives that have protected us begin to destroy us and people around us as well. So if there's an imbalance in your life where you're finding your guard is so high up that now you're pushing people out, of your life, and that is the thing that keeps you, you know, unhappy and not able to have a beautiful relationship. So I want you to think about that. Think about that. Is that something that you're doing? Are you pushing people out? Are you being overly aggressive, overly opinionated, overly like my way or the highway? Are you asserting yourself in a way that doesn't leave room for other people to express who they are or just feel comfortable around you because it's got to be the way you want it to be? These are hard questions. Like I said, I resisted that in the beginning. I knew what was coming and I was like, I don't want to hear that message. But the message is here. It had to come through, okay? Bring peace into your life. Be a conduit for peace, all right? Be the dove. Be the dove that extends the olive branch. Be that person. Because when you do that in your life, then you create beautiful, harmonious relationships. And this is for people who find it hard, okay? This is not for people who are constantly giving and people are pushing them around. You know, if you're in that situation, that's another story, okay? Don't let people do that either. And then you've got to use that masculine energy in your life and protect yourself. But this is for people who have gone past that. You know, it's become destructive now, and that's not good for you or anybody in your life, okay? Let's see what else we have here. Higher power. So beautiful, so beautiful. Higher power. It's asking you, you see, can you see her third eye is lit up? Can you see that? And there's actually a key there. Wow, I never noticed that. In this card, she has a key where her third eye is. And that is your answer. The answer to whatever you are dealing with in your life right now, be it relationships, be it the struggles, it's asking you to open your third eye. That's where the key is. That's where the door will open to the answers that you need and require in your life. It will also open the door to higher wisdom in your life, to higher consciousness, to a higher way of looking at people and things in your life, not staying in the base of your being where you're like, oh, it's like this, it's like that. Why isn't it like this? Why isn't it like that? Why does this person like this? Why do they talk like that? Why do they... You are shifting from that mentality to a higher self, because now you are holding on to the higher picture of yourself and of everybody in your life. Okay, and so it's a very strong message not to be overly aggressive in your relationships. Find a balance, strike a balance. Don't let your traumas, don't let your pain, don't let your anxiety, your fear of rejection, your fear of abandonment, your fear of whatever your fear is, whatever your trauma is, don't let that run your life over. Don't let that completely decimate your whole being and the beings that come into your life, because it's in overdrive, okay? You need to calm down. You need to take a breath. You need to just surrender to that light in you, to the higher version of you, the more evolved part of you. So activate your evolution, activate the evolved part of your being and operate from there in your relationships, in your life, in whatever struggle you are going through. Activate your third eye, activate your higher inner side, and let your heart also be filled with compassion. Let your heart be filled with compassion for yourself and for other people in your life. Because right now, if you're angry with somebody, right now, if you have a bad relationship, or they rejected you, or they don't talk to you nicely, or whatever the situation is, fill your heart with compassion right now. And more than them, you know, it is you that needs to activate that within you, okay? All right, give me a moment here, my darlings.